This is a court order, so the town's basically in contempt now.
You're just gonna leave the women to take care of this, Orffeo, for you?
Previously, we met Orchard Park Town Clerk Remy Orffeo, and he dodged us at every corner when it came to getting out some refund checks.
A month ago, trying to get some answers of why you haven't written refund checks that you owe the taxpayers.
Okay, you have an answer to your question?
What is the answer to the question of why you haven't paid the refund? Because we're gonna do just escape to your office? Why do you have a doll of the supervisor in your office?
Well, fam, our dodging clerk is in the news again with a missing $105,000 of taxpayer money. Just missing, fam.
Hey Orffeo, I was wondering if I could get a few questions about. Do you know where the 100,000 is?
I wish.
You wish you knew where it went, huh? Weren't you in charge of the 105,000 that's missing?
How about we wait till after this is done so I can...
Well, I was just trying to get a few fresh questions beforehand while it's fresh in your mind where that 105,000 went.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I'm going to ask you.
Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification.
You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Does the board feel that the town has to abide by the dictates of New York State Real Property Tax Law, Section 305 and 306?
We're a volunteer board, and I have no idea, sir.
This original video, if you haven't seen it, you probably should check it out because it's all about the assessors and how they are using an illegal assessment method to illegally tax their citizens. Yet, after being challenged in court and beat, they refused to give the checks out and the refunds. And we met the town clerk then. And we're going to touch a little bit on this video about the town clerk. If you haven't seen that full video, check it out. It's in the description.
I just want to point out that every year we do this song and dance where the invalid method is ignored. And every year we go to SCAR and this all gets reversed.
And this 10,000 that we're talking is approximate. We can't put an exact number on it, but approximately 7 to 10,000 we're talking. They fought to go to court to fight you against the law. They were dead right wrong by the law, and they fought it in bar, they fought it in SCAR, and they paid over $7,000 to $10,000 to fight it. And now we're heading back down there because they're not paying the refund after the court ordered them to pay the refund, correct?
Yeah, the town's in contempt of court. These small claims assessment review decisions are court orders, right? And there just seems to be either just an ignorance on the part of town employees or just, I guess, recalcitrance, like they just don't want to respect the court's authority when it comes to tax assessments.
In that original video, we went to the clerk's office multiple times trying to reach out to the town clerk, Remy Orffeo. But what we always got was...
How we doing?
Hi, good. How can I help you today?
I got to talk to Mr. Orffeo about some taxpayer refunds that are past due on several small claims assessment review cases. One is still about a year old. 3 more, I think, are about 2 months old. And then we have some others that were actually just decided this week. We want to submit the paperwork for that, get those going. But, you know, I'm just here on behalf of about 5-6 residents. They're just concerned. This has taken an inordinate amount of time to get resolved. And I just wanted to see what's going on with it.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's here. I think he's got a doll made out to be the supervisor in his office. Come look at this.
It's possible.
Mr. Orffeo can't come to the counter right now.
He's too busy to do his job?
He is busy doing his job.
Too busy to do his job. This is his job. I'm coming out here to answer for this.
Well,
Can I have you give me your information?
No, I'm not going to do that again. I did that last time and it took a year to get a response.
He's 20 feet away from us. He can't come talk to us for a second?
Here's the issue, and I guess we'll let the public decide.
Maybe he should resign if he can't do his job.
I guess we'll let the public decide if what he's doing is more important.
We always get stonewalled, and even though he may be at the office, he never does come out and speak. And, well, the reason I'm bringing this all up is because there is a larger and much bigger concern here about Remy Orffeo. And when I say that in this concern, I don't speak about this lightly. And what I mean is Remy Orffeo cognitively able to do his job? After meeting him in person a few times in the video footage you're about to witness, this is the question that I have. And it's not just me, it's other people, including some other board members. You'll see. The third time we tried to track Remy Orffeo down in person, we were actually successful.
How are you doing today?
Hi, Captain.
We need to speak with Mr. Orffeo.
He is not in his office.
He's not in his office? Do you know when he might be back in his office?
I do not.
Okay. Anytime this week, maybe?
We stopped in here a month ago. We ain't got no call back, and we still ain't got that refund check that the town owes. So it's kind of crazy to think that we have to come back a month later and deal with this still. But you know, is he in today?
He is.
Is he at a meeting? He's just not around.
He's at a meeting.
I do want to make it clear that about a week after this video was published, all the refund checks that were in question here were sent out, but they were not sent out without error. Some of the checks were double what they were supposed to be. Now, Steve, running the tax opposer, notices the discrepancies right away, that a check for $1,200 was written for $2,400. And obviously, he's not going to take care of the system and abuse that system. Well, how many citizens do you think, if you got a tax return check that was supposed to be $1,200 and it was $2,400, would you tell the town or would you cash that check? Which brings us back to this unappropriated missing, $105,000 missing in the town of Orchard Park. And you can see the incompetency in the clerk's office that would make you wonder, is Orffeo capable of doing his job? After being stonewalled and dodged by the town clerk and the town clerk's office, we went across the hall to the town assessor's office and had a very productive and educational conversation. And if you haven't seen it, I implore you to go watch that video. But while we were in there, I seen the town clerk.
He's got attorneys.
Just the man we're looking to see.
Looking to see?
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Why does it take pulling teeth to get a hold of you?
But if you have any questions now, you can email them to me. If not,
Then what do we do? Wait a month and not get answers?
if you have any
We
questions,
were here a month ago trying to get some answers of why you haven't written refund checks that you owe the taxpayers.
okay, you have an answer to your question.
What is the answer to the question of why you haven't paid the refund?
For those refund checks that show my clients, we're wondering when we can get those. It's been 60 days.
You know, that's what I like is you never let anyone get a word in edgewise.
Go ahead, talk.
Okay? So, if you have a question, send me an email.
I already did. Sent it this morning.
Oh, well,
There's been a lot of them sent to you over the past 60 days.
well, thank you then.
Okay, so when do you think we can get those refund checks?
I'm not sure.
Why are you not sure?
Aren't you the one in charge of writing the
The one in
checks?
charge of writing the checks? It's not Nancy Kemlin's job to do it.
Because we're going to do just escape to your office? Why do you have a doll of the supervisor in your office? That's what they do. This is a rhino right here. This is a typical politic. He's going to go hide in his office.
Now, I've heard rumors from the town hall that Orffeo just kind of wanders the halls and doesn't do much work. And, well, these may be rumors, but today you're going to see a lot of evidence that that might just be the case. Which brings us to our new footage and to our main event, the missing $105,000 of taxpayers' money. Now, the footage is going to pick up in the hallway waiting for a public meeting while the town board was in a executive session, which is confusing because the town clerk, the keeper of the records, you would think would be part of that meeting. Yet, during that executive session, we catch Remy Orffeo wandering the halls and going into the restroom. And then I waited for him to come out to ask some questions. Don't forget to leave your comments of what you think of Remy Orffeo and the missing $105,000 of taxpayers' money.
She sent me something over. We were
Hey, Orffeo, I was wondering if I could get a few questions about. Do you know where the $100,000 is?
I wish.
You wish you knew where it went, huh? Weren't you in charge of the $105,000 that's missing?
How about we wait till after this is done so I can...
Well, I was just trying to get a few fresh questions beforehand while it's fresh in your mind where that $105,000 went.
Nice talking to you. By the way, it is always a pleasure running into you.
Yeah, but like, where is that?
money? Do you know?
You're not
Did you
happy?
did
You're
you
not-
double
you're-
down
you're
on
not
too many
happy?
refunds? Is that what happened?
You're not happy? I'm happy about running into you.
I'm happy to be able to get a chance to ask you a few questions on a serious note. Like, where's that $105,000 in taxpayer money?
Send me an email.
Send you an email?
Your
Is that how you find the
buddy-
105,000?
Your buddy there sent me an email, and I think I answered him within a couple hours.
All right.
So I'll do the same for you.
Well, you can't just figure it out. You have no idea where that money went?
I'm not only preparing to go to a work session, so excuse me.
You're preparing for the work session started half hour ago, Remy.
42 years in Florida. I wasn't driving, I was a general.
He's preparing guys to go to the work session right now.
0 or 18%, now it's.
Or have you ever thought about stepping down? Resigning?
Yeah, but I do it as cognitive, like I feel bad. Trying to get a chance to speak. Executive session. Executive session.
Orffeo's preparing to go to the work session that started 45 minutes ago. This is the state of Orchard Park at this point. I mean, it's almost obvious. This could be Joe Biden's older brother.
Who's that?
Orffeo.
Oh.
And they're not finding out, right? Aw, that's exciting. That's okay. They're both pretty good. That's so exciting though. This little one's so cute. Show me the pictures.
Now she's talking. She ready to start to come down. Those are my crops. I'm going to. Just took the focus so much. Really?
Hey Orffeo, is there a reason the town clerk's not in the executive session going on right now? Like, you would think the town clerk's a pretty vital part of the board.
Are we going to hear about the Drescher Malecki audit tonight?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, Jake's.
Now, I say I don't bring up these concerns lightly, and I truly mean that. So please leave your comments what you think about the whole situation and the state of Orchard Park's town clerk.
No comment.
Yeah.
And she's probably the same lady.
Mr. Orffeo, I read in the Buffalo News today that you're saying that you need more employees in the clerk's office to do the tax receiver job properly. Can you tell us approximately how many additional employees it may take to do the job properly?
I think you have a duty to the taxpayers. You should be able to at least address a few simple questions. Like, how many people does the staff need to not be missing $105,000?
The town board meeting? Yeah. Or which meeting you're looking for? Planning board? I believe the planning board.
I would do that.
The only officer on the force you can trust.
Don't tell the ATM.
You know Dave Gearing?
Brian Gearing's father?
Oh, yeah. You know Brian?
I know Brian.
On the calendar.
It's the 18th, right?
Oh, so there's a public hearing scheduled for that.
Yeah.
So that would be held by the
Look at
town board.
Orffeo over here pretending like he
There'll be a
knows what
public
he's
hearing
doing.
held by the town board. So tonight at the town board meeting.
Look at Orffeo pretending like he knows what
So
he's
it'll be
doing.
tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, the work session was.
Yeah.
He put his glasses on and he's like,
It was wrong thing.
Yeah.
We were looking for the wrong
Now, where's it gonna be?
It was for the public
Right
comment.
in there?
For,
Oh, okay. Wonderful. All right, fine.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I have brought a cup of coffee?
That's what I do.
We gotta go through there.
Yeah.
It's all right for me to go through there with my pacemaker?
Yeah. We'll take that into consideration.
Okay.
Yeah. When it goes off across your chest. We're gonna say, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, okay. What are all those people waiting for?
They're all waiting to go in the town board meeting.
Gee, big deal, isn't it? Well, a man is building, and has been building for a while now, has he not? Yeah. This property here, 27 acres. But I don't know what he's putting in there. That's Chestnut Ridge. This is Powers, and my son's property is right here.
Oh, it didn't change right away, and he's just sitting by the door crying. He's like,
See what it's about.
so I was like, oh, he's gonna go to that.
Yeah.
Sprints out, I'm like, where'd you go?
Well, it's right up
Went around
to
the
the end
front,
of
he's sitting by the car like,
property.
can we go back to work?
this Remy footage is almost priceless.
What's up? I went on my dad. I went to Lake George. This is great.
It's 27 and a half acres. Really? I thought he had built something. I don't know.
Camden. No. I took him out. As soon as I let him out, he goes to the bathroom, and immediately right back into the phone and come back.
Ross won't go out in the rain. He's a sugar cane.
I don't know. I will find out.
Yeah. I got the smaller one, so it's like,
Well, you know,
it's more intense correction.
my husband,
But
my
it's
son
like
passed
not as hard,
away.
if that makes
Now I
sense.
have.
So it's like
Yeah.
a little motion corrects
So
it.
now I have this
So like instead of like going like this, like this is the same as the normal correction. Yeah, it was like I would like pets.
Where's your part-time board meeting residents upset about loud noises from Dan from there? Oh, it's from the beer project, okay. Okay, so that's why some people are here.
Yeah, I don't know how long he'll last in here. He'll start crying.
During nighttime, I don't want to hear it.
Walk around, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They are friends.
Hey, Chief, like I was saying before you ran off and escaped on, I'm going to get you all the laws that pertain.
I don't know if I ran off. I got called in for executive session.
I'm going to get you all the laws that pertain to that, and then, like I said, I'm going to make sure that we get those cars inspected, because there's nothing too, more important than officer safety when it comes to
Listen,
policing.
if anyone knows officer safety, it's our department.
Right, so why aren't those cars inspected? Did you think that you're exempt? That's it?
We just talked about it.
All right, I'll get you the law. I'm going to get you the law.
That's right, Erie County fam. The Orchard Park police are running around with no inspection stickers on their vehicles, which is a violation of the law. And of course, the chief of police thinks he's above the law and he doesn't need those inspection stickers. But we're going to get him the law, and that's another video for another day, so make sure you're subscribed.
Roll call, Mr. Town Clerk.
Councilman Honer?
Here.
Councilman Lamberti?
Here.
Councilman Mambria?
Here.
Councilman Mariana?
Here.
And Supervisor?
Here. Fire safety notification. The fire exits are located at. Town Clerk, would you please read the public hearing?
County of Erie notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given that a public hearing will be held by the town board of the town of Orchard Park, Erie County, New York, at Municipal Building 4295 South Buffalo Street, Orchard Park, New York, on the 18th day of June 2025 at 7 p.m. in the matter of granting a conservation easement in perpetuity to Dale H. Regal, and my apologies if I mispronounced his name, for 29.5 acres located at 5705 Chestnut Ridge Road, east side of Chestnut Ridge Road, Orchard Park, New York, SBL number 185.13-1-24. The complete meets and bounds is together with the surveyor's map is on file in the town clerk's office and is available for inspection during normal business hours.
I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
Motion made and seconded on the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. And I'll turn the meeting over at this time to Chief Fitzgerald.
Thank you, sir. We're here tonight to recognize two of our officers that have retired. Officer David Bowersox has served this department and community for 23 years since he joined the police department in July of 2002. Having previously served as a Kentucky State Trooper, Officer Bowersox was an active and dependable member of our department's patrol division. Officer Bowersox also served this country for 25 years in both the United States Army and Air Force. As a member of this department, he served a variety of roles, including defensive tactics instructor, lieutenant, and field training officer. Officer Bowersox could be counted on to not only keep himself safe, but also keep his fellow coworkers safe around him. The principle of officer safety was a focus of his, and as a field training officer and defensive tactics instructor, he assisted in the training of many members of our department, helping ensure that they too take every precaution to help ensure they go home in the same condition they came in. Lieutenant Lukowski has served this department and community for 19 years since he joined the police department in January of 2006. Having previously served in Atlanta in the city of Rochester as a police officer, Lieutenant Lukowski was a hardworking and compassionate member of our department's patrol division. As a member of this department, he served a variety of roles, including patrol lieutenant, field training officer, emergency response team SWAT operator, DARE officer in our elementary school buildings, and school resource officer at the Orchard Park High School. Lieutenant Lukowski could be counted on to lead with calm in chaos, wisdom in tough decisions, and compassion where it matters most. Over the course of their careers, these officers have worn their badges with pride, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to serve. As patrol officer and lieutenant, they have met every challenge head on, never backed down from what was right, never shying away from what was hard. These officers didn't just enforce the law, they upheld the values behind it. And in doing so, they earned the respect not just of this department, but of the community that we serve. But beyond the uniform and beyond the title, both officers have been mentors. They took time to teach, to listen, and to support younger officers who looked up to them. The impact of that can't be measured in awards or commendations, but it lives on in the officers that they help shape. Gentlemen, as you close this chapter, know that your service has made a difference. You leave behind a legacy of courage, professionalism, and leadership that will continue to guide this department long after today. We hope retirement brings you well-deserved rest, time with loved ones, and maybe even a few mornings where you don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn or head to bed after a long night shift. You've earned every single bit of it. On behalf of the entire department, thank you for your years of dedicated service. Thank you for leading with honor, and thank you for showing us what it means to truly serve. Congratulations, Officer Bowersox and Lieutenant Lukowski. You will be missed, but not forgotten.
Oh snap, Erie County fam, do you guys recognize this tyrant? He's got his own video, folks.
Just get on the sidewalk, because I don't want you to get hurt, that's all.
No, I'm gonna stay right here and
No,
get
because
some
if someone
pictures of
hits
what's
the
going
truck
on
from
there.
behind, get on
Nobody
the
coming
sidewalk.
through, no.
Intersection's safe.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to get on the
Look where
sidewalk.
I'm standing, Your Honor.
This is the street.
Look where I'm standing, Your Honor. Look where I'm standing, Your Honor. Look where I'm standing, Your Honor.
I'm asking you to get off the street.
I'm asking you to leave me
Get
alone.
off the street. All right, when we'll give you.
I'm asking you to leave me alone.
All right, when we're done with the scene, we'll give you a ticket.
Yeah, go for it. It'd be great. It'd be great for the department. I'm standing here filming you guys, cleaning up, and nobody's waiting. You want to make
when
a
a car
fool of
comes
shit.
when a car comes by and hits you, that's my responsibility.
How is a car gonna come by here? punk ass. You're being a punk is what you're being.
You guys want to come over here? Congratulations.
Yeah, try to get glass.
There you go. Alright. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, one more tyrant off the street, huh? Tyrant.
Good evening, board members, members of the public.
Excuse me, if you would, I apologize, if you would state your name and address, please.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I was just about to. My name's Steve Filano. I live in the Canoki Farms neighborhood. I'm actually here on behalf of about 10 different property owners in the neighborhood. And they wanted me to come down here tonight and address what has become sort of an elephant in the room here. Buffalo News reported on it today. The $105,000 in misappropriated funds that the town clerk and tax receiver Remy Orffeo apparently can't account for. And the reason residents are interested in this is I've represented quite a few folks from the Canoki Farms neighborhood and property tax challenges, and we have had a heck of a time getting refund amounts remitted from Mr. Orffeo. The average refund I've been able to get for taxpayers is about $2,000 per parcel on an annual basis. And when Mr. Orffeo receives these court orders, he'll drag out the refund process for up to a year or more, forcing the town to pay interest at the rate of 1% per month, and sometimes longer. So there's sort of a nexus here between the two issues. There seems to be some incompetence in the town clerk's and tax receiver's office. I think there's also some incompetence in the assessor's office. And there's just, it seems to be a general theme throughout town government. I moved here in 2021. I lived all across upstate New York, capital region, suburbs of Syracuse, Amherst most recently, and now Orchard Park. This is hands down the worst run town that I've ever lived in. And when I bring concerns to these department heads, the assessor just tells me, we can't properly determine full market values in this town to conform with state law because we don't have the staff. Now we're hearing from Mr. Orffeo through the Buffalo News today, we can't properly account for funds because we don't have the staff. When I submit floor requests, freedom of information law requests to the town board, and I speak with Mr. Gallagher on the phone, he tells me this is a part-time job. You know, my job is to run interference and farm this stuff out and charge the taxpayers the legal bill. So my basic question here probably is for Mr. Liberti, who I think is the heir apparent to the supervisor's chair. When is this stuff going to get fixed? How is it going to get fixed? Please understand there's a new group of people who moved into this town and want to see things done differently with transparency and integrity. And I think maybe Mr. Liberti has the capability to come in and do that. But Mr. Liberti, I've spoken to you personally when you're handing out posters at Village Ice Cream about the assessment issue. I emailed you and other folks on the town board about this Drescher Malecki audit. Everyone seemed to agree back on May 21, who was here at the town board, that document is now subject to FOIL. There's really no reason why Mr. Liberti or Mr. Honer, or Mr. Mariano would really want this to be released. Why you can't just email that out to a resident? Everyone's agreed it's public record. So I think a good starting point here to correct the issues with town government is to release that audit. So I'm hoping we can do that, post it on the town website so the public can see it, and we can move forward and start addressing the inequity in the assessment process in this town and clean up what's going on in the town clerk's office too. That's all I got.
Anyone else?
How you doing? My name is Dan, Erie County. My residency is Erie County, and there's a few things I'd like to address. One is missing $105,000. I asked Remy for answers, and it seems more like maybe he's not even here with us mentally, almost like a Joe Biden situation. I've seen refund checks come out with double the amount that they're supposed to from the clerk's office, and I know that my friend and colleague here, Steve, went back and said, hey, there's a mess up here, you paid double. So I mean, it's a couple of double checks, you can see where 105,000 to go. Maybe it's time that the town clerk thought about stepping down and resigning. The other one would be police vehicles are not exempt from New York State inspections. There's a whole bunch of police vehicles out there not inspected. It looks like kind of hypocritical when your police are out there writing tickets for inspections and their vehicles are not inspected. They're definitely not exempt from the law. I will agree with the chief of police that they are exempt from registration, but definitely not inspection. And which leads to another question: how does one become a chief of police without knowing the law? I mean, it's kind of, you call it for a supervisor expecting, if there's a discrepancy, the supervisor should know more, and then the lieutenant turns into lieutenant, then the captain, the chief, all the way at the top. How does the chief not know the law? That's what I don't get. And the other thing is transparency in this Orchard Park is pretty rough. I've been to Eugene's office a few times trying to get some comments about his little boxing match he had at the game when he got in a little scuffle. I just wanted to get some clarification, but he just wants to run from that issue. I don't remember it being legal in New York to put your hands on somebody unless you have the authority of a police officer. So, I mean, seeing a town supervisor putting their hands on somebody without the authority, it makes you wonder. But I've been trying to get some answers. But transparency is a horrible thing in this town, especially dealing with the clerk's office. Why we had to come down, 2 or 3 times to get some answers and still never got answers, and the guy walks around like he's not even with us. So that's my piece. We need to get those police cars inspected. I promise I'll get the chief, the information he needs. I've made many phone calls with I'm a New York State inspection station as well, and I've offered to inspect all these cars for free to save the taxpayers money. One after another. Shop will be open all day tomorrow. No customers. All police cars. You send it on down.
For the record, to this date, the police vehicles are still uninspected, and they did not take me up on that offer.
How you guys doing today? My name is Dwayne Whitmer. I'm here to also talk about the missing funds. I read the Buffalo News article, and I'd like to point out that I find it very fitting that the government's answer is, hey, give me more money and we'll suck less. I personally believe the people of Orchard Park, as I see a lot of these tax bills coming out, they're paying enough in taxes. I don't believe you have a staffing issue. I believe you have a competency issue. It's a difference. I believe there's poor training, and I just believe there's poor leadership in the town's clerk office. Multiple times, me or people that I know have come to the clerk's office to meet with your town clerk and have asked, can we get a meeting with him? He's not here. I would say a couple dozen times in the past year, he's just not here. And he may be here, he may be lost wandering the hallways, I'm not sure. After my interaction with him today, I questioned his cognitive ability to do the job. But as someone with auditing experience, especially in government bodies, I will say that your clerk's office has a couple problems. I believe there's a wage theft issue. In the clerk's office and other offices, there are people working that are not doing full-time job. They're getting paid full-time wages and not working full-time. It's not a staffing issue, it's a leadership issue. I've been here myself. I've walked into the clerk's office, no one's in the office. Middle of the morning, 9 to 5, your office is open, there's no one in there. Remy's nowhere to be found. I'm told to send him an email. Multiple people have tried to email him, they do not get responded to. That is a competency issue. I do believe that that is the problem you have. The issue that this turns into is, as someone with audit experience, when you have kind of a perfect blend of shitty leadership and people who don't care, that's where more theft can occur. It wouldn't surprise me if eventually people just start taking stuff from you guys and getting away with it, because it seems like no one truly cares about where the taxpayer money is going. I do believe, I could be wrong, you guys were elected by the town of Orchard Park to represent them and do what's best for them. My advice would be to do your fucking jobs. Get off your asses and start doing something. Start working for the people that put you there. Please. Or don't. It's up to you guys. Thank you.
After the meeting was over, I walked out into the hall, and that's when one of the town board members actually thanked me for speaking on behalf of the town and the problem with Remy Orffeo and his cognitive dissonance to the point where it's tough to do business around there, and they all know it.
My name is Dan. I don't know if you know who I am. I run the whole YouTube channel. What about Remy? Like, it's a huge problem. Like I said, like it's kind of messed up because just think of like my friend Steve. You know, he gets a check for double what he's supposed to. How many tax papers or other people?
Hi, Mrs. C.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Thanks for always coming.
Oh, gotta keep them on
All I
their
can
toes.
say.
Yeah.
You were, you know.
Now, I'm not sure if the board member realized my camera was running when he said thank you for exposing and talking about Remy Orffeo possibly not being cognitive to do it, but he did and confirm my concern. You guys make sure you leave a comment in the comment section of your concern and your thoughts on the opinion of whether you think Remy should step down or you think he's just fine, folks, with that 105,000 missing.
You were spot on. This guy here, he
blew
it out of the water.
I don't think they're gonna do their job.
No.
I mean, the other one I should have, when I was up there, I should have congratulated Orchard Park for getting rid of that Lewandowski or Brian Lewski, because that was a freaking tyrant boy. Eagle-ridden tyrant boy. I should have, if he was still here, I would have mentioned him. Like, yeah, I just want to congratulate Orchard Park for getting rid of a total tyrant, egotistical tyrant.
Getting rid of a legal problem. No, I'll tell you, this was definitely the time to do it.
Let's see, this is really the second time I've ever met him, because I've been here so often that it's the second time I ever met Orffeo. And the first time I met him, the first thing I thought to myself is, man, this guy is, he might not be here. And then when I talked to him today, asking him and stuff, he's like, oh, I'm going to executive session and I gotta go. It's like,
you gotta go to,
bro, executive session started 45 minutes ago and you're the town clerk. Why are you not in there?
Bo did
Just
graduate from his airman.
It's sad. It really is sad.
Good luck.
But it's good. He needs to resign at the cost of the taxpayers at this point.
You know, the problem is that, you know,
it's elected. There's nothing you can do.
It's
I'll probably just have you go there.
I
don't even know that.
You know, if we keep grinding on them, you included. I mean, you know, you're the big voice. I love what you said about the inspections. I didn't know anything about that.
Inspections on vehicles? Well, see, the thing that doesn't allow...
How many are not inspected?
Out there right now? I think like 6 of them. I chalked the tires. Yeah, for theatrics, because that's what they need. They don't, you know what I mean? Like...
So I just got told leaving the
well, they're going to executive session, you gotta go.
They wanted to go into executive session, and
yeah.
I asked why.
And
Gallagher, the town attorney, just said it's a section of public officers law. That's the officer right there that threatened to arrest me for not leaving.
Well, they have to say why they're going in and who can stay.
Yeah, they didn't tell me specifically why they're going into executive session. So they're not able to go into executive session.
Well, they never tell us.
Yeah, it's a way for the town to have secret government. Is what they're doing.
No, see, what exempts the only things that are exempt from New York State inspection are like government vehicles are like maybe a highway department vehicle might be because they don't carry passengers, right? Like fire trucks. Fire trucks just carry the firemen. They're exempt, right? Ambulance, no, because they carry passengers, people, right? But like, that's the question. How does the chief become chief without knowing the law? Like that, anybody? Yeah, he's not happy with me. I cornered him out here at the beginning.
You did?
I did it to the chief of police in Lancaster. I asked him the same question. Oh, we're exempt. I'm like, all right, well, I'll get you the law. And, you know, 2 weeks later, all his cars were inspected.
Now, where's your garage, Dan?
I'm over here in Orchard Park, right over by Big Tree, right next to the Big Tree.
Oh, yeah.
The red and black shop.
Yeah.
I'm not there as
It
often.
used to be
Tom used to own it. Then there was a place that sold the Jeeps for a minute. And then,
Larva's.
Yeah,
Used to be Larva's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations. Yeah, thank you. Have a good one. Me too.
Wow.
I don't do as much auto repair anymore. I do more YouTubing nowadays.
Just a comment. Yeah, right. I don't know if you're talking regarding making unsubstantiated health standards of people based on what legitimate medical information do you have that you could make those?
Which one's that?
The health statements that you made about
him?
Mr. Orffeo, and then comparing him to Joe Biden,
I mean, he
feel
acts
like
just
you
like him.
kind of went off the track.
He acts just like him. Are you his wife?
That's an absurd question.
I mean,
It's an absurd.
who are you?
I'm just a tax-paying resident who wants
You're not
to
Mrs.
know.
Orffeo? I've heard Miss Orffeo goes to some meetings.
Are you a legitimate newspaper person or a journalist who has a record being a journalist and an education behind you to back you up? Are you that person?
I mean, you can fuck around and find out for sure.
And to you and the other fellow with your language, clean it up a little bit.
So you don't like the freedom of speech?
Freedom of speech is wonderful, but there is a saying that speech is not always free.
Right, some people that die for it for me to be able to say what I want. But it's not, offensive speech is the only speech that needs protecting, because offensive speech, you don't need to, defend speech like me saying hello. Nobody's gonna say you gotta make laws that say you can't say hello. It's telling somebody to F off. I mean, that's protected.
I think you're smart enough to know that using language that is not offensive to people in a public setting should be
You
at
didn't
least...
say anything offensive.
Not really.
The other guy, he didn't.
No, the other fella did.
But sometimes that's what needs to be done. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people want to act like assholes. You got to call them assholes so they know they're assholes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it has to be done, and that's the difference between me and the mainstream media is that I get it done. All right, I'm the getting it done. Right.
You should have been here before the meeting. I mean, I had a confrontation with the supervisor over a Liberty sign that's on my property. Yeah.
He didn't like that you had it there?
Right.
Wow, the balls of these guys.
Yeah.
Ma'am, who are you?
So, Jim.
I told you, I'm a tax-paying resident.
They want to sign removal.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just making evaluations about the. I think it's really time he does step down because he doesn't seem to be there.
Listen, I have opinions, and I know when I can feel comfortable voicing them and when I don't.
Nice seeing you.
Bye-bye. No, we just...
I mean, I'm not sitting here like prideful like the guy's not all there. It's kind of sad. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's $105,000 missing, and where is it? The guy can't even answer a question, or let alone, it's like he doesn't even know where he is. You know, it's just a matter of.
I'm gonna let him. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him about.
He's in a public position, open to scrutiny, right?
The neighbor
He took that job
from the ball
to be open to scrutiny, and that's what it is.
When did the mowers go 90 miles an hour when they're...
Before request, we're going to find out how many inspection tickets they'd be writing.
I just want to throw it out there on June 18th, on the day of this meeting, I did a full request with the Orchard Park Police Department to find out how many inspections tickets they write in the 5 years that they haven't had their cars inspected for the last 5 years. The New York State Freedom of Information Law, FOIL request, you have 5 days for a response letter. Once you turn your request in, they have 5 days to send you a response letter. Then 20 days past that to fulfill or deny or ask for more time. It has officially been 17 business days, and the Orchard Park Police Department has violated the New York State law and ignored my request completely. And here we have the law enforcement branch of the government that should enforce the law violating the law. What do we do when law is lawless? And why would they ignore my request? Is it a police cover-up to not show how many tickets they wrote while they violated the same law? I don't understand why the Orchard Park Police believe they are above the law. Leave your comments in the comments section about the Orchard Park Police violating the law.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
Hey, Orffeo, I was wondering if I could get a few questions about. Do you know where the 100,000 is?
I wish.
You wish you knew where it went, huh?
Corruption cruiser rolls into town. Our public servants better not clown. Our rights respected, no backing down. I audit them all, Constitution showdown. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Bad cops scatter, they know the name. First Amendment on our side, we got no shame. Document them all, expose their games. Do it for the people, not for the fame. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Flexing our rights, a man with a mission. Constitution on our side, never asked for permission. Taking pictures and videos and hey, might just take a piece of public candy. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Here come the government dogs with their charges and cuffs, barking up the wrong tree, acting so tough. We'll FOIL request the body cams and all their reports. Brittany Penn, Berthy gonna neuter them in court. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, fam. We out.
You pull the Constitution out of your pockets on here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
You have every right to think. Oh, here, there. Your name is not Dan Erie County.
This
isn't Erie County.
Yeah.
Sure it is. I'm here as Dan Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.